My question is, did he come?
Yes, he came.
It's just
The fact that he was a guy.
He's not. She's a female.
Hey guys.
Oh, it's new.
Dude, that was so sick. Hey guys.
Don't you beat my neighbor.
That's like some Krusty the Clown style.
So welcome. That's
No, he
kinda
sounded like
psycho
those fucking like
Keep it nice.
No, dude, those fucking in the mall, you know, those like people that try to sell you shit. Like, hey, dude, you want to real quick 5 minutes? You want to clean your shoes and shit?
the T-Mobile guys?
Yeah,
Here's
like,
a Boost mobile phone for you.
The balance bands.
Hey guys, you use a phone? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. All right, sounds great.
I'll go fuck myself. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Welcome back to another awesome episode of The Careful Boys, and we've got a cell phone salesman over here, Mr. Jesus Sepulveda.
Man. Hey, my man, come here. You need some minutes? You look like you need some minutes. Remember that? The minutes? Yo, how many minutes you use, man? You look like you use like 100 minutes. I got something for you.
Oh yeah, it's like you look like.
Yeah. You look like, yeah. That's how they got me.
Like you look like you talk a lot.
Yeah.
Dude.
You look like you guys are rollover minutes.
That's how that
I do.
dude.
I do.
A Boost Mobile salesman, that's how he got me. He's like, yo, my man, let me talk to you real quick. You look like you need like 200 minutes. I'm like, oh, I mean, I use 200 minutes. Let me talk to you real quick. This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna put you on a goddamn plan. All I motherfucking need. I was like, all right.
Wait, do your Asian accent.
I can't do an Asian accent.
Come on, dude. You got every
Give me
single...
something. Give me something, and I'm gonna start to mimic it. Give me something.
The T-Mobile guy.
Give me an accent. And let me see if I can mimic.
Vietnamese.
Well, give me hear it.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's kind of good. Come on, that's good, bro.
Excuse me.
I know we're not sitting here. I'm fucking sitting here watching a Japanese guy give a Vietnamese accent to him.
Yeah.
I've been doing it longer than you have.
Oh shit! Put that knife away.
No man, you're not born from it, okay?
I live.
Wait. How do you do that? Is it like a? Do they have
swallowing
the?
water, man? You drinking the water?
Nah,
you swallow.
you
You
swallow
talk about
made the water, man.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's fucking racist,
the
though,
ball,
huh?
man.
That's racist.
Which one's Cambodian?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think a lot of the Southeast Asians kind of have a little bit of the
He was Cambodian, but he'll talk black like shit. Motherfuckers don't know shit, and then he'll talk to his mom. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's so true.
That's very
flip that
Cambodian.
shit, yeah, he's looking sounded hood as fuck, and then sounded confusing. Like,
Speaking of one of your
choking?
homies, you were just talking about.
Oh, dude, I got a crazy fucking story.
Tell me the detail.
I'll tell you the detail. Let me tell you something right now, dude. Yeah, dude, don't get me started, dude. Don't get me started, dude. I had a homie, this happened to him, dude. I'm not gonna say his name because poor fucking guy, dude. But my friend, right? No, I'm kidding. You gotta bleep that. You gotta bleep that. Minute 3. Anyways, bleep that. No, but he actually hooked up with this girl, right? Really hot, dude.
What's her name?
I'll show you.
Richard.
Say her name, but I'll show you her picture. Fucking. So he hooked up with this girl, right? The club, everything was great. He fucking hooked up. She's hot, whatever. And then later he finds out that this girl was actually trans and she transitioned to a woman. So she was a guy before, but never told him.
But what do you mean hook up? Like they had
They fucked.
they had intercourse.
They fucking did what he did with the all that, dude.
He couldn't tell the difference.
So I guess he did. They were drunk. I don't know. He had a condom. They didn't really tell us. Whatever. They fucked. I don't know. But they fucked. And I was like, bro, did you? I fucked. And I was like, damn. But he later found out that she was trans. He was embarrassed to talk about it. It really fucked with him. He was angry about it. But then she came at him like, yo, you're being transphobic for getting bothered by it. And it's like, so my thing is, how would you feel? And is she right? Or how are we feeling about this? What's going on with this? Is that like, I think it's kind of a fucked up thing to do if you're not going to tell someone. But then I think she felt like, why should I tell you?
Yeah.
This is who I
She
am.
felt-
But it's like, but technically it's like, yeah, well, I don't like guys. That's why.
But
I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't like guys. Maybe that's why you
That's
shouldn't.
why she's like, I'm not a guy.
exactly.
But that's the thing. But she. Okay, oh, then now we're getting into fucking Rocky fucking waves. Rocky fucking waves, dude. And this captain does not know how to steer this ship, dude. Baby. Dude. I just roll the boat. You know what I mean? I don't.
My question is, did he come?
Yes, he came.
Then what is he complaining about?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's just
The fact that he was a guy.
She's not. She's a female.
But it's a guy semen. I mean, a guy semen. Hold on. It's guy fucking.
These are rocky waters for sure.
This is deadliest catch.
Hey, dude, minute 5, just scratch it off, dude. Hey, guys, just scratch it off. Forget I even said anything, dude. But I'm saying, is it technically is the DNA? Is it still male? Like saliva?
I don't know.
Is this?
But I wouldn't react like him though. Because here's the thing: is like if I'm going in for a hookup and I got what I wanted and it was great, who fucking cares?
But what if his thing is like I don't like trans girls?
Then he fucked up.
Yeah, but
But why if like she never said anything? Like he didn't know. Like
but
is he
then-
supposed to ask? Hey,
so-
wait, I didn't know you were trans.
so to play devil's advocate, the fact that he didn't know kind of play devil's advocate to himself. Because if he goes, well, I don't like trans women.
Does he
Well,
not
the
like
fact that he came and he enjoyed that experience.
I love that's the point.
proves
He came.
something different. He came. He
came.
came.
He saw and he called.
Yeah, dude, I was like tripping out. He showed me the girl. I slid. You up? And the thing that I was like, holy shit, that's a girl.
Do
Yeah.
you really have the IG? No, sure. Well, I'll have to agree.
Because as far as he knows, till the end, she was a woman, and he was having sex with the woman.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's to me, it's like it's not like he showed up and then she had a dick, and he's like, well, I sucked it.
Don't say names though.
Okay.
Share with the
I
class.
want to see.
Okay, hold on, guys.
How come he gets to see?
Bro, this is how it works.
How come he gets to see? How come?
Wait.
I mean, some of these.
Give it a second. Look for the reaction. Don't be in the corner, cam guys. They want to see your reactions.
That's a woman, dude.
They can't see.
Some of these
Let's go around.
trans girls are better than some real women. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I mean.
That's who it is.
fair enough.
I mean, they got that thing.
Yeah, but is that the one though?
Yes.
Agree.
Wow.
You can't.
Dude, she's hot.
I actually know and seen.
Oh my god, she's hot. What the?
Guys, I don't want to talk about this.
So
I got
surgically,
myself-
she also removed her penis, right? Because obviously, if this guy smashed, then he was smashing
obviously.
a vagina.
There's like some. Yeah, there's a thing there.
There's bottom position.
There's a thing to fuck. But
So then, apparently, it looked and felt great, right? Like, there's
Dude,
no,
listen,
there's no,
He wouldn't have known.
listen.
How did he find
He
out?
was just like
She
he was
told
just
him.
Like, yo, what the like? He was just very like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I don't know how I feel about it. And then he was just like, yo, yeah, like fuck. And then he started like really feeling like kind of like,
Am I gay?
he felt like. Like he was used or not used, but he just felt like very like lied to. I think that's what fucked him up.
But he's not going into a relationship.
bruh, but
me,
the fact that you're like trying to like have sex with a girl and then you find out that well technically it's not really a
But the thing is that
He didn't even know.
yeah, because
To her.
He didn't even know she was a trans woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he didn't know he was a trans woman. What if he's not into trans women?
I'll say two.
No, but that's the thing. That's him being transphobic. That's the argument here, right? Because
But why is it transphobic? But that's what you like. If you don't like what you like,
think that's a preference.
I think the
well, what's wrong with him not liking what he likes?
Yeah,
So I think the question is, should trans people?
Access granted.
Access granted. The question is, should trans people disclose
That's what I'm saying.
before they get laid, and is that the moral right or wrong? That's a question I think you're trying to.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. And Ora!
Orale!
Give your order. Give your order.
I think it works. It's a double-edged sword for both sides.
Yeah.
Number one, right?
Yeah.
From his point of view, it's like she didn't even have to tell him.
Right.
She don't have to tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And then that's it. It's the end of the story. If he busted a nut, it's like if he never knew, that's it. If she wants to tell him, then she needs to understand that we're in a more sensitive time than what is ideal is all. In the same way that's like, you're absolutely right. That would be transphobic, or like, even to be like, oh no, I don't want to have sex with a transgender woman, like that. I can understand how that's viewed as transphobic.
Right.
I just think that we're in that time of transition where people are learning these things and finally understanding things like terminology, what you identify with it. Like the world, society is becoming sensitive to these things. Where like a year ago, 2 years ago, it would be a lot more closed-minded. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so I just think you have to be sensitive to the times is all. You can't just be like, hey, we had sex and it was great, but guess what? I used to be a man. Like, that's gonna fuck a dude up, you know what I mean? In today's time.
Order! I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you were at the club and you met a shorty and you fucking, what would you like? Would you like them to tell you, or would you just be like, I don't want to know?
Well, here's the thing, right? If he had no idea.
I'm asking you.
I know, I'm just saying. If I had no idea, then it's all good.
But then you've later found out.
But then again, it's like.
But you later found out. Would you be a little like?
It's like the ignorance is bliss type of.
Yeah,
Right,
100.
I understand. But if you find out,
Right.
wouldn't you be like, how do I feel about this? And I'll be honest, like,
She looks like a late.
I would like. Okay, but I would.
She's a woman.
That's a woman,
I would like for at least to be like, hey, by the way, I'm trans. For me to be like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Give me the choice to be like,
You like that, but at the same time,
that's consensual. That's consensual.
What happens when that person is like, hey, by the way, I gotta let you know on this, and then you're like, oh, dude, I'm cool with that, and then
it's a normal human reaction for me to be like, let me process this too.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, give me some normalcy for me to be like, yo, this is new to me. Let me figure out what to do here. Because that's normal too. Like,
I think it's both though.
I mean, like,
I think
there's.
it's both, bro.
It's-
I
there's-
think it.
order!
Yeah, I think like both like arguments can be valid to like a certain extent. But the thing is that like if your friend saw her as a woman and thought that she was a woman, and that was like that's essentially like how she feels and who she identifies with, and like she actually went through the means of transitioning and changing her body and doing surgeries and stuff like that, only to be just demeaned to the point of like, no, you're a male first. You know, it's kind of like you're telling somebody who feels like they're a woman, who identifies as a woman, saying you're not a woman at all.
Got you.
And who looks like a banging ass.
No, don't get me wrong.
She's fucking hot.
If I would have been like, I don't want to know. If you creeping on the low, cause my if she would have said, I need to tell you, it's like, shut up, lady.
That's what she should have done. This is what she should have done. She should have been like this. You know what I mean? She shouldn't have said shit.
Yeah.
She should have said, you know, if he was coming on to her and if things were mutually and consensually, like, you know, maybe at the club it's all dark, maybe it's like starting to like make out, feel each other's goods. Show him, you know, if I'm her, show him that I got a vagina. If he's playing, get him hard. Once she's jacking him up, be like, hey, by the way, I used to be a man, I'm in transition, but I know that you're hard and you're down for this, and I have a vagina. You cool.
And I was that's a lot.
That's rocky water, bro.
Rock hard. You got a vagina, I got a hard.
Sometimes you gotta walk
I got
a
an
tightrope,
NDA.
though,
You want to do this?
But then again, as a trans woman, though, I'm sure in her mind, there's like the sense of always in the back of her head, like,
He won't hook up with me.
not even that, but like the violence part, because that's a real issue too, right?
Fuck me up after.
No, but she might fuck him up.
Or the feeling of like, why do I have to keep reliving this thing that I
That's
obviously
true.
don't want to
But
be a
I
part
think
of,
I think it's both okay. Like if the
think so,
dude doesn't feel necessarily comfortable with being a trans woman or not preferring a trans woman, that's his right too. But it's also like, I don't know. Is it okay for her?
I'm still more like, why did he tell? Why did she tell
she's
him?
hot. I mean,
why
don't
did
get
she
it
tell him?
twisted.
Unless she wanted more in the relationship, is all. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's like, if it was just a hookup, I'd be like, fuck it. Don't even mention it.
Right, so that's a valid point. So like, what if she never said anything and they've been dating for 3 years?
I'd be pissed.
That'd be pissed.
I'd be
Any
pissed
line
if
of
she wanted
relationship
more.
is
That's all.
annoying. Yeah.
If you want to continue the journey, I need to know the truth. You know what I mean?
Because then that would be the question of like, could you guys have kids?
Right.
Or like,
and
what's
that's-
important between the two of you?
I don't know. I just think it's like a little rocky situation where it's like, you know, she has the thing about like she has the right to like not say anything, but it's like, when did I lose my right to get upset about it?
But the thing
How do we give that right, but then we lose ours?
But here's the thing.
Have the right to be upset too?
You can, yes, right? So like, but if you identify as a straight male and you fell in love with a woman and she identifies as a woman, how is that being gay?
No,
Because it's his definition of male and female is not the same as yours.
Right.
So then if his
but-
definition is not the same, that doesn't make him transphobic. That makes it like, hey, I'm trying to date a birth female.
It's like
biological
religion.
Right, no. So I get that. But it's
if
just
he likes strawberry ice cream, don't make him get.
Yeah, don't give me vanilla,
I don't
bro.
want vanilla. I want ice cream. I want.
that's the argument.
You got to fucking
That's the argument.
vanilla fucking strawberry dye on it.
But that's the thing though. He didn't even fucking.
I get what you're saying. I hear, yeah, and I think you're right. And then it's like both parties are right. That's why I'm very like. That's why his topic to me is very interesting because I was trying to tell him like, well, did you have fun? Because she looks hot. And if you don't like it, give me the number right fucking now.
There's a lot of straight guys that would hit it. A lot of straight guys.
Yes.
She looks hotter than a lot of women.
Yeah. If she would have told me fucking, by the way, I'm trans, I'd be like, I'm still down to fuck though. So it's like my thing, but I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. So that's why it's a really weird situation, and I don't understand. I didn't know what to tell him. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's why this topic to me.
What's the update? How's he feeling about it?
He's like,
He's smashing her right now.
They're fucking getting married. No, I'm just no. He's still like really bothered by it, and he's more angry.
He's angry.
He's angry. He's more like what the like he wanted. He told me what made sense to me. He said, but give me the right to say yes or no.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Give me the option to be like, hey, dude, like if that's the case, give me the information and let me make a human decision to be like, yeah, I'm feeling it. It's cool, like, but I'm not feeling that. I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah. Let him have the right to say, no, I'm not comfortable.
Best case scenario.
I guess that's
though.
like starting off like any kind of relationship. If it's just a hookup, I guess the rules of engagement are a little bit different.
So he says that, it's the line that fucked them up.
Right, but let's say they wanted to even pursue a relationship. It's like, okay, well, you already started with a lack of transparency and trust and respect of giving somebody the option of
But is that right?
I don't know if it's.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's right.
That's why I think it's all context.
I mean,
you know,
if I were, I don't
know if that's the right question. If it's right or not.
I think, I think it's really gray area, right? Because if she fully transitioned as a female, then she is solely a female, right? I think, that's one side of the argument, right? And then the other side is like, your friend is questioning now his sexuality, right? Because the fact that he fell for a person who he felt like was a full-on female, but wasn't a full-on female in his definition, right? But like she sees herself as a female, then at this point it's like, well, you were attracted to me because you thought that I was a female, right? Like your assumption, right? But because I am a female, right? And then now that you're mad at me because I transitioned to be the person who I've always felt like I was. And so it's like, why do I always have to tell you as a straight person, like someone who identifies as a straight, like you're also dating a female, so that makes you also straight. So it's kind of like, that's like, why are you entitled for me to tell you that information? Well, but then also the other part of it too.
Okay, so what if he wants to have a kid?
Right. So then at that point, then you would have the discussion. But then,
do you feel like when he was talking to you, do you feel like he was questioning his sexuality, or was it just was it more of the being upfront with?
Well, yeah, I think because this is a new thing, and he was put in like a situation where now he's thinking like, well, what is this? Is this what he's trying to figure out? What did I just do? Did I do something gay? Did I do something normal?
So it is a.
What am I putting? Where do I put myself in? So what category am I? And that fucked him up. And he's like, and that's fucked up. Then now I have to live like that. I have to live with figuring out what happened.
But his perception is his reality, and the reality that was presented to him was a woman. So I don't think he's gay in that perception.
I think to a certain.
I'm still more like, why did she tell him? Is all. That's what I'm still more concerned.
I think that's the main concern. Is it like, should people disclose or not disclose before hooking up? Yeah. That is, because that's where I'm torn on, because like, is it, and for what reason, right? Because like I said, for a relationship, I would want people to disclose most things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But for a hookup, I'm totally fine. Yeah. If it was a hookup and I was going in for just physical, and I thought they were beautiful, and I just wanted to do it, and afterwards I find out that they're born a man, I'm like, well, that was a good lay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't fuck with me. But I can understand how it can fuck with someone else, because not everyone has the same definition of reality. Yeah. His idea of male and female and who he's supposed to have sex with, maybe it goes against his religion or whatever. We have to consider all those things, because for me, I might be okay, but for his buddy, like, that's what he's going through right now.
Or take like trans out of the picture. Imagine like you like meet somebody at the bar, you hook up and stuff like that, and then after you're done having sex, they like put on their wedding ring. They're like, oh, that was sick.
So we're talking about the emotional connection opposed to the physical connection. I think that's the debate.
Just to even like do that, it's like, would you?
That's true.
The knowledge alone is the thing that like puts you in kind of like that slight paradox.
Because you still felt good and you hooked up.
I would ask him, I guess, that question instead of trying to give him advice. I mean, this is
poor guy. He's gonna watch this and be like, "Fuck."
Why did you have to tell?
I asked him the question. I was like, "What was your intention, for a physical attraction or for an emotional connection?"
No, for sure it was a fuck. For sure he's hooking up.
It's easier to I guess, dismiss in that way.
But I think that's the world that we're living in now, and it was just like one of those things where I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know what to do here, and I don't know what's right or wrong, because I'm also with the whole thing. I was like, dude, it was to me, it was a girl he hooked up with, like, you know, but at the same time, I can understand what he's questioning, what he's going through, and I thought that was pretty fucked up that, you know, he has to live with that, and of him trying to figure things out, like, you know,
like it's almost like he
I get it.
was rushed into it instead of like he was presented. Yeah, so he was if he was asked like, hey, would you like to sleep with me? Because, you know, so I'm actually not born, whatever, and they had that conversation. He was still like, you know what? Let's fucking roll. Yeah. Then his mind is more prepared.
Exactly. So I think that's what he was more angry about. He wants the
lack of choice.
Yeah, he wants the fact that he wants to have a choice to be like yes or no. That's all.
I feel like it's those cases where it really varies between like different like transgender people, where whether they want to disclose it or not. Like some will probably do it, and some probably will never do it.
Right, because they don't identify as that anymore.
So do you think that's fucked up, or do you think that's okay?
I think it's their choice.
I think it's the context. Again, if you're like hooking up, that's different. If I'm like swiping on you on Hinge looking for love in a relationship and children, and you don't disclose that stuff, that's the context. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but I remember when I was out here on Twitter, like. Tinder.
Freudian slip? I got you, man.
You were on Twitter, dude.
Yeah. Hold on! But I remember the girls would be straight up and be like, oh, by the way, just to let you know, I'm trans woman. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you later, player. But no, but you know what I mean? It was one of those things where I was like, all right. Well.
But you appreciated that to a certain
Yes, and I did, though. I did appreciate it. I was like, yo, because I was
You're like,
all
thank
on.
you for giving me the choice. Yeah, right, I didn't fucking type this.
But so it was one of those things where I was like, hey, she fucking let me know. I had the right to say yes or no, you know?
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
But if you're going to be discriminatory, don't say that.